Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to Lakehead University's 53rd Annual Convocation Ceremony. My name is Dean Jobin Bevans, and it is my pleasure to welcome distinguished guests, friends, and family of our graduating students here today to celebrate together their many accomplishments. Before we start with the official part of the ceremony, I would like to take a few minutes to tell you what you can expect this afternoon. In a moment, you will be asked to stand as the convocation ceremony will officially begin with the academic procession. On your right, graduates from the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Law, and Faculty of Medicine will file into the auditorium. Following the academic procession, on your left, the mace bearer will lead the procession for the podium party, comprised of Lakehead University faculty, members of the Board of Governors, fellows of the university, vice presidents and deans, honored guests, the university president and vice chancellor, and the university chancellor. Once we have all been seated, the order of proceedings will continue as shown in your program on page 9. Today's ceremony will also formally mark the installation of Lakehead University's 9th Chancellor. After the installation, we will begin by honoring our distinguished guests, starting with the conferring of an honorary degree of Doctor of Laws upon Mr. Kevin Page. An honorary degree is an academic degree given to an individual nominated by the members of the Lakehead University Senate and is granted to an individual who has demonstrated a significant contribution to the advancement of knowledge, to the welfare of humankind, and to Lakehead University in an important and significant way. The ceremony will then continue with recognition of other special guests with us here today. Following this, it will be time to confer Lakehead University degrees on our graduating students. We recognize that this will be a truly memorable moment for our graduands and for their family and invited guests. During this time, all students will be asked to stand so that a request might be made of the Chancellor to admit the graduates. Each graduate will then have the opportunity to cross the stage after their name has been read, to shake the hand of the Chancellor, to have their picture taken, and then to receive congratulations from their faculty dean. We ask that you hold your applause until all graduates have had the opportunity to cross the stage. Once all degrees have been conferred, the President and Chancellor will close the ceremony, after which time the podium party and the graduates will process out of the auditorium. Please remain standing until the academic procession is completed and all of the graduates have exited the auditorium. Following the procession, we invite you to join our graduates to offer your congratulations, as well as a sweet treat, the Persian, a Thunder Bay delicacy. May I be the first to congratulate our graduates and distinguished guests on their success, and to welcome family and friends who are in attendance here today. I hope that you will enjoy the ceremony, and remember that this celebration is also for you in recognition of the many ways in which you have demonstrated your support for our students on their path that has led them to this moment in time. At Lakehead University, we acknowledge that your support was a crucial part of their success. Once again, welcome to Lakehead University's 53rd Annual Convocation Ceremony. Let's get started. I'd like to ask you to remain standing and invite Mr. Robert Perrier forward to lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Bonjour, Wache, Shego, Washte. Greetings. Welcome to our land within the Anishinaabeg Nation, this place, the Fort William First Nation territory. And I ask you to join with me in your own way, in your own words, to say thanks for this day. I thank you, Kichimanatu, who made this day and everything in it, for all that we have, for the children that we have watched growing up and those that have graduated today. I say thank you, Creator. I ask a favor that you bless them with good health, an interesting life, and reflect on the support and love that their families and friends have shown them to get here today. Miwe, miwech, wawashuna.
I hereby declare this 53rd session of Convocation open. Please sit.
Fresh water, just in case I Yeah, just can you open it ready? And just stick it right there. Mr. Vice Chancellor, graduands, faculty and staff, family, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to Lakehead University's 53rd Convocation Ceremonies. My name is Moira McPherson, and I'm the Provost and Vice President Academic at Lakehead University. I would like to start today's convocation ceremony by acknowledging the original custodians of this land and to pay respect to the elders, past, present, and future, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of Indigenous peoples. I would like to recognize that we are on the traditional land of the Fort William First Nation, signatory to the Robinson Superior Treaty Territory of 1850. We also acknowledge our relationships with other Indigenous and Métis peoples who have a history in this territory. It's my privilege this afternoon to introduce the members of the Platform Party. These members are recognized for the support and their contributions that they have made to Lakehead University. To the members of the Platform Party, I ask that you stand when I announce your name or the area that you represent. Glenna Knutson, Mace Bearer. Dr. Brahm Dagestar, Dean, Faculty of Business Administration. Dr. Todd Randall, Dean, Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. Dr. Michelle Bedard, Dean, Faculty of Health and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. David Barnett, Dean, Faculty of Engineering. Dr. Chander Shahai, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Dr. Roger Strasser, Dean, Northern Ontario School of Medicine. Professor Angelique Eaglewoman, Dean, Boralaskan Faculty of Law. The Honorable Justice Terence Platana, the Superior Court of Justice. Dr. Inderjit Nirdosh, 2017 Fellow Candidate. Mr. David Temblin, Chair, Lakehead University Board of Governors. Dr. Brian Stevenson, President and Vice Chancellor. Ms. Lynn McLeod, Chancellor-elect. Dr. Andrew Dean, Vice President, Research and Innovation. Dr. Kim Fedderson, Principal, Aurelia Campus. Mr. Kevin Page, 2017 Honorary Degree Candidate. Mr. Lou Pirro, Past President, Lakehead University Alumni Association. The Honorable Bill Morrow, MPP, Thunder Bay, Atikokan. Dr. Michelle Boulot, President, Lakehead University Alumni Association. Ms. Deb Camuzzi, Vice President, External Relations. Mrs. Kathy Pozahan, Vice President, Finance and Administration. Dr. Dean Jobin Bevins, Interim Dean, Faculty of Science, Social Sciences and Humanities. Mr. Jerry Martin, Elder. Dr. Robert Patterson, Past Honorary Degree Recipient. Dr. Morris Mimko, representing the University of Manitoba. Dr. Joshua Burley, representing the University of Western Ontario. And now I would like to ask all of the members of Lakehead University Board of Governors to please rise and be acknowledged. I would like to ask the fellows of Lakehead University to rise and be acknowledged. Would all of our Lakehead University senators please rise to be acknowledged? And finally, would all of our faculty and staff please rise to be acknowledged? Today's convocation is exceptionally special as it is also a celebratory tradition that officially marks the start of a new chancellorship at Lakehead University. It is my honor to now introduce the Chair of the Lakehead University Board of Governors, Mr. David Tamblin, to begin the proceedings for the installation of Lakehead University's 9th Chancellor.
The Chancellor shall be the titular head of the university, who shall confer all degrees and who shall hold office for 3 years or until a successor is appointed. The Chancellor Electoral Board, established under the Lakehead University Act and consisting of 12 members of Lakehead's Senate and 12 members of Lakehead's Board of Governors, is charged with choosing a Chancellor. Today, Lakehead University is proud to install its 9th Chancellor. I now call upon Dr. Brian Stevenson, President and Vice Chancellor, Chair of Senate, and Chair of the University's Chancellor Electoral Board, to administer the oath of office to our new Chancellor-elect.
As Chair of the Chancellor Electoral Board, I am honored to administer the oath of office to our Chancellor-elect, Lynn MacLeod. Madam, you now assume the functions and office of Chancellor of this university, to which you have been appointed. Do you pledge to keep and preserve, well and faithfully, during your period of office, the statutes, liberties, customs, rights, and privileges of the university, and to promote its well-being and that of its members so far as in you lies?
I will so do.
Madam, by the authority of the Lakehead University Act, on behalf of the Chancellor Electoral Board, I now install you in the office of Chancellor of Lakehead University and invest you with the authority and charge you with the responsibilities which appertain to this high office. There you are. Congratulations.
Mr. Chair, Mr. President, thank you. I am truly honored to have been chosen as the Chancellor of Lakehead University. My connections with Lakehead, direct and indirect, go back a very long way. My husband was a graduate of the Lakehead College of Arts, Science and Technology, back when all that was offered was a one-year program. Some years later, Lakehead provided me with an opportunity to return to university as a mature student and to continue to a graduate degree. That simply would not have been possible for me had Lakehead not provided the access. And I know that is equally true for many of you who are graduating today. As a representative in the provincial legislature and for a period of time as Minister of Colleges and Universities, I was very aware of the important role Lakehead University plays in providing access to post-secondary education here in northwestern Ontario. And I know how hard Lakehead has sometimes had to fight to ensure it receives the support and the resources it needs to continue to grow. And grow it certainly has. The people who have been part of Lakehead University over the years have had a large and a continually enlarging vision. I have watched with more than a little interest as the university has added graduate programs and research programs, then a medical school and now a law school. Constantly expanding access without question, but at the same time, achieving levels of excellence that are a justifiable source of pride. Lakehead's reputation for providing a quality post-secondary education has spread well beyond the borders of northwestern Ontario, as evidenced by the fact that 50% of its students come from outside the region. I am personally excited by the vision that continues to evolve. Lakehead has made a commitment to strengthening opportunities and support for Aboriginal students. Equally important, there's a focus on enhancing the understanding of Aboriginal culture throughout the university, with every graduating student now required to have taken a half course in Aboriginal studies. To me, this has to be one of the fundamental goals of a university in this region. As a relatively new resident of Simcoe County, I am also excited to see the development of the campus in Orillia. I've come to understand that access to opportunity close to home matters in Southern Ontario too, when you realize that almost 50% of the students at Lakehead Orillia come from within Simcoe County. Simcoe County had the lowest participation rate in university in the province, and Lakehead, in partnership with Georgian College, is changing that. And perhaps this is the initiative that has a particularly special place in my heart, the growing partnership between Lakehead University and its sister colleges. I have believed from my time as Minister of Colleges and Universities that the interests of students are best served if there is a continuum of educational possibilities open to them. I've seen a steady increase in the numbers of students who want to move from college to university or to supplement their university education with college training. Lakehead University is providing leadership in fostering the partnerships that make these transitions possible for students, and that is just one more reason why I am very proud to serve as Lakehead's new Chancellor. It is, after all about the students. And so, to today's graduating classes, may I offer my personal congratulations to each of you on your achievement. I know that Lakehead University has provided you with opportunities to learn, and I trust with an enthusiasm for learning that will last you throughout your lives. I cannot begin to know the challenges that many of you have faced and overcome to get to this point. I cannot begin to foresee the challenges and the changes that you will encounter as you move forward from here. Your world is not the world that I have lived and worked in. It will not be the world of your parents. It's the world of my grandchildren, and it is a world that you will help to shape. I do believe that as graduates you share a willingness to set goals and work towards them. I'm confident that you will be open to new ideas and new approaches. And I ask that you stay aware and engaged participants in your new environments. My best wishes to each of you for personal fulfillment in the years ahead. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, it is my honor to introduce Mr. Lou Perro, past president of the Lakehead University Alumni Association, who will introduce the honorary degree recipient.
Chancellor MacLeod, President Stevenson, members of the Platform Party, parents and guests of the graduating students, and certainly the class of 2017. Kevin Page graduated from Lakehead University in 1980 with an honors Bachelor of Arts degree in economics. He was appointed Canada's first parliamentary budget officer in 2008, a new watchdog position charged with overseeing federal spending and economic forecasting. Delivering independent analysis to the Canadian government was a challenge that Kevin took very seriously. He excelled at meeting PBO's mission of ensuring budget transparency and promoting informed public dialogue related to economic and fiscal policies. In 2012, Kevin was awarded a Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal for his courageous pursuit of information on behalf of all Canadians. In 2015, the Alumni Association of Lakehead University presented Kevin with the Alumni Honor Award, a recognition of his lifetime service and achievement. Born and raised in Thunder Bay, it was a treat for Kevin to go to university in his hometown. As well as having support of his family and friends, he enjoyed the stimulating academic environment. The professors at Lakehead wanted me to succeed, he says. I had the honor of being in a classroom with great economists and leaders. Prior to his position as parliamentary budget officer, Kevin spent over 2 decades in the federal public service working with Finance Canada, the Treasury Board, the Privy Council, and in addition he has worked for the Departments of Fisheries and Oceans, Agriculture and Agri-Foods Canada, Human Resources, and Social Development Canada. From 2013 to 2016, Kevin Page was the Jean-Luc Pépin Research Chair at the University of Ottawa. Jean-Luc Pépin Research Chair was established in the memory of its namesake's dedication to Canadian politics as a practitioner and as a professor. The JLP Research Chair is engaged in the study of Canadian politic practices of contemporary governance. Currently, Kevin is the Chief Executive Officer of the new Institute of Fiscal Studies and Democracy at the University of Ottawa. Chancellor MacLeod, President Stevenson, has been my honor and pleasure to introduce alumnus and honorary degree recipient, Kevin Page.
Madam Chancellor, it is my great privilege and pleasure to request, on behalf of the Senate of Lakehead University, that you confer on Kevin Page the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit you, Kevin Page, to the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. I now invite Dr. Kevin Page to address the convocation.
President Stevenson, Madam Chancellor MacLeod, members of the Board of Governors, deans, members of the faculty, family and friends, last but not least, most importantly, the class of 2017. The motto of Lakehead University is per an Augusta et Augusta, through trials to triumph, achievement through effort. It is an honor to be here with you today to share this feeling of accomplishment. Congratulations to you all. The great South African leader Nelson Mandela highlighted the importance for people to enjoy the moment after a great achievement. He said, enjoy the vista that surrounds you. Take a look back at the distance you have come. He also said that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. You must look forward to many more trials and triumphs. It is a great journey. It is your journey. I am a proud Lakehead University graduate, class of 1980. Yikes. There is a line in Buddhist teachings that says, the mind is everything. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. To a large extent, my thinking was shaped here at this university in Thunder Bay. I remember reading economics textbooks, but most importantly, I remember my professors, I remember my students, I remember the discussions in the classroom about big issues. My wife studied here, my son studied here. It is home base. Your generation, like generations before, are going to face significant challenges. Democratic institutions around the world are under great stress. There is a worry that the post-Cold War order is coming apart. Forces related to technology, climate change, globalization are accelerating, even as some world leaders refuse to acknowledge and address their enormous impacts. Stefan Hessel, a freedom fighter in the French resistance during World War II, said that the worst attitude is indifference. He reminds us that we all have a responsibility to make our society better. We need your engagement, exactly as the Chancellor has said. I'm here today because I was the first ever parliamentary budget officer. It is ironic because I didn't want to be the parliamentary budget officer. I didn't think governments wanted more accountability. I had a comfortable job, briefing the Prime Minister of the day on economic issues. I was indifferent. Mark Twain said, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born, I thank my mom for that, and the day you find out why. Why are you here? Like, what is your higher purpose? I took the job as parliamentary budget officer when I was struggling for meaning. I had lost my way. My family lost a son, Tyler Page, in an accident in 2006. At the same time, the Prime Minister Harper, and the federal government were steering this Accountability Act through Parliament. I was searching for the higher purpose. I was given an opportunity to give Parliament access to financial analysis they have never seen before. The same kind of briefings we would give the Prime Minister or finance ministers, but never saw the light of day. Never saw the light of day in Parliament or in committees or to individual MPs. But with the support of an incredible team of public servants, we tried both to put together our minds and our hearts. So our first project, we costed a war. Now, wars they're expensive. They're expensive in many different ways. But at the end of the day, politicians needed to be reminded that one of the expense was the expense of taking care of soldiers when they come home, the expense of death and disability. We had to connect our minds and our hearts. We costed, our second big project, we costed the cost of Aboriginal educational infrastructure for Canada. You know, we reminded our MPs and our leaders of the day that we weren't spending the amount of money that we were spending on, the schools that my kids were going to. And there's no reason in the world why First Nations kids should have, facilities that are of less quality than the ones my students enjoyed, my kids enjoyed. We produced projections on the economy and the fiscal situation, as Mr. Perro said, in advance of the finance minister. So we went out in front of the government and said a recession and deficit was coming in 2008. It wasn't just a number. It wasn't that growth was going to shrink this number or that number. We were losing jobs. People in this community and communities across the country were losing their jobs. Companies were failing. We produced studies that said, our fiscal situation, is it sustainable? Are we going to be passing debt onto the next generation? It was an amazing opportunity to give MPs stuff that they'd never seen before. Everything we did, we posted on our website. Everything we did. If you want to hold somebody accountable, you just make sure you have transparency. What did I learn? I learned that change is very difficult, but it's not an excuse to be indifferent. There was pressure from the government and the public service to change our operating approach. There were threats of budget cuts and firings. Reinhold Niebuhr, the late U.S. theologian, said, nothing worth doing can be completed in one lifetime. Therefore, we are saved by hope. We are saved by hope. So the higher purpose for me was to provide this financial information to MPs. So what is your higher purpose? Again, back to me, the irony. I did not want the job that turned out to be the very best job I've ever had, and it's the reason why I'm here today. Losing a son, Tyler Page, taught me that life is fragile, and what we perceive as risk to careers is not really what counts. I wish you long and happy and healthy lives. I congratulate you on your achievement today, per an Augusta at Augusta, through trials to triumph. Don't worry if you're struggling to find your higher purpose. Your higher purpose will find you. Stay engaged. Thank you very much.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honour to present Mr. David Tamlin, Chair of the Lakehead University Board of Governors, who will introduce the candidate for the title of Fellow of Lakehead University.
Madam Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests. Today, Lakehead University recognizes the hard work and dedication of Dr. Inderjit Nirdosh. Dr. Nirdosh, a professor emeritus of chemical engineering, came to Thunder Bay in 1981 to work as a faculty member in engineering at Lakehead University. Throughout his career, he obtained external research funding, obtained 7 patents, and published numerous research articles in various reputable scientific journals. He also received Lakehead University's first ever prestigious NSERC Strategic Grant Award in 1985, followed by 3 more such awards. He has also earned many merit awards and several other prestigious provincial, national, and teaching awards. In addition to his teaching and research, Dr. Nirdosh has tirelessly solicited funds to establish several undergraduate and graduate bursaries for Lakehead University students. Outside of his university work, Dr. Nirdosh promotes the art and cultural forms of India in the wider community. He is also an acknowledged poet and lyricist. Dr. Nirdosh is a champion of Lakehead University and a role model and an inspiration for generations of students. Madam Chancellor, it is my great privilege and pleasure to request on behalf of the Board of Governors of Lakehead University that you confer on Dr. Inderjit Nirdosh the title Fellow of the University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you, Dr. Inderjit Nirdosh, the title Fellow of the University.
Madam Chancellor, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our distinguished colleagues who have been awarded Professor Emeritus. The title of Professor Emeritus is offered to faculty members retiring this year from full-time academic life while holding the rank of professor or associate professor at Lakehead University. Today, it is a great pleasure to recognize Dr. Peggy Smith from the Faculty of Natural Resource Management for all her years of hard work and dedication to Lakehead and to our students. Congratulations. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce one of our soon-to-be newest graduates, Ms. Leslie DeMille. Today, Leslie will be receiving her Juris Doctor degree and has a few words to share with the great graduating class of 2017. Leslie.
Good afternoon. Chancellor MacLeod, President and Vice Chancellor Stevenson, members of the Lakehead University Board of Governors, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates. I'm honored to speak at Convocation today, and I'd like to start by saying congratulations to my fellow graduates for successfully completing their programs of law, medicine, and engineering. I know we've all worked very hard to get here. As Dr. Stevenson just said, I'm part of the second graduating class of the Boer-Alaskan Faculty of Law. I'm very proud to be here with my fellow classmates. Part of the anxiety of completing any degree is figuring out what comes next and where we fit in now that we're done. Some of you might be thinking, wait, I took a professional degree so I don't have to think about where I fit in. And that's partly true. Our degrees do allow us to fit into the conventional places that doctors, lawyers, and engineers go. But the question now isn't so much where we will fit in, but how we can fit in. What is the best way to use the tools we've acquired? What kinds of doctors, lawyers, or engineers will we be? These are the tough questions we must ask of ourselves. The degrees we'll obtain today call us to do something more than just be a profession. Our degrees have an element of social good and social responsibility to them. We have our own code of ethics and rules of professional responsibility. And Lakehead is also a social justice university, one that has established itself as a leader in many ways, but especially with respect to a social justice issue facing our country. How Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in Canada can work together towards reconciliation. So what does this mean for us as graduates? I read something recently by economist and philosopher Amartya Sen that gets to the heart of what I'm talking about today. Here's what he said. Justice is ultimately concerned with the way people's lives go, and not merely with the nature of institutions surrounding them. What I took from that passage was that if you're interested in justice, it isn't good enough just to become a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer, or to slide ourselves into pre-existing institutions and expect that social justice and change will flow naturally. It takes hard work and collaborative work to create the rules we will follow and to build the institutions that support us so that we can live in a society that we want to live in, one that is fair, just, and inclusive. In other words, putting social justice into action, building the society that we want to live in, boils down to how we, as unique individuals, take our skills and the principles of social responsibility that we've learned and bring them into the world with us. I hope that all my fellow graduates, and not just the lawyers, will see themselves as advocates and agents for social justice and change wherever they go from here. In a time when there are those who give us reason to despair, those who want to divide us rather than bring us together, let's use our talent for good. Lakehead has given us all we need to get out there and make a difference. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, family, friends, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, graduates, today we celebrate your achievements. Today we celebrate your transformation. After years of work, years of thought and study, years of effort and success, and after times and tears of laughter and crying, you will walk across this stage, shake the hand of our Chancellor, and receive your degree or diploma. You came to this university as one person. You leave as another one. Welcome to the next chapter of your life's journey. Your education and experience at Lakehead has transformed you. But the real magic happens when those who have been changed by our university have an impact on society. Change through learning is at the heart of education. Improving our community is at the heart of service. Transforming our world is at the heart of citizenship. You have been transformed, and in turn, you will transform others. You will change our world. You will make our world better. As president of Lakehead University, I am continuously impressed by what can be accomplished when people from within our province, across our country, and around the world, with different beliefs, languages, and cultures, can do. They come here to learn, to teach, to work, and to live together. We cannot help but be changed by that experience. And by being changed, by exploring whole new worlds of knowledge. Each of you, in turn, can and will transform everything around us by going into the world and contributing to communities in your own unique ways. I have seen you do remarkable things for those in need. Our voice of convocation today, Speaker Leslie DeMille, put aside a promising career as a senior public policy advisor because she felt compelled to help her fellow citizens more directly by giving vulnerable people access to justice. Every one of our medical students has lived and worked in the North, providing health care to remote communities and reserves that are coping with a lack of medical professionals and resources. Mechanical engineering students Evan Ullahan, Andreas Silo, Alex Coulson, and Tyler Becky took action against chronic food shortages in isolated communities in Northern Ontario. Under the guidance of their supervisor, Dr. Basil Ismail, they designed an award-winning hybrid solar geothermal greenhouse so communities can grow their own food. You have shown us that integrity and compassion are at the core of what it means to be a Lakehead University student. Now, you can show us what it is to be a Lakehead University alumni. It is you who continue to build and contribute to Lakehead's proud reputation. You have all proven that education is the most potent tool that we can use to change ourselves in our communities, as well as to create peaceful and prosperous society. But while change is at the heart of education, what does education actually do? Education empowers. Education empowers by opening our minds and opening doors. Education empowers by leading us to the more opportunities and choices. And education empowers by creating change makers. Graduates, you have been shaped by education and by your experience at Lakehead University. You were challenged. You were tested. Now you are transformed. Congratulations, class of 2017. Apparently I have to come back. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Dr. Jean Jobin Bevins, who will introduce the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Are we going to do this? Okay. I don't have it here. There we are. That's why I didn't have this one. Okay, Madam Chancellor, it is my great privilege and pleasure to introduce Audrey DeRoy. Audrey is a Lakehead graduate with a Bachelor of Arts in Indigenous Learning and a Bachelor of Education degree. Today, she is here to join us in honoring our graduates with a very special honor song.
Bonjour. Bonjour Gishimanato, the Great Spirit. No Kamisak, Mishomasak, to all of our grandmothers and our grandfathers. Nijimigo Nikendigo, Audrey DeRoy, an Indigenous cause. Anizadakan Indoji. I'm from a place of poplars, Wajashin Indodem. I'm from the Muskrat Dodem. So honored to be here today once again to sing for the people that have aspired to their dreams, and have fought every inch of the way. And this song talks about that. It talks about the good path that we're walking upon, the path that takes us to the places that we want to go to. I give thanks to all of the speakers here today, and it feels so good to be able to be like a history recorder too, to hear the words that have been expressed today, and it really touched my heart. And I know that the people that are graduating, this song will be like a feeling like they've been lifted, you know, and they'll be able to continue on to do the good work that they're doing. Chimigwech. Chimigwech Nagama. Chimigwech Dewagan for that beautiful song, for these wonderful, inspiring people that are sitting here. I say Chimigwech, my hands go up to you folks. Haha, Migwech.
Okay, now I'm back on track here. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Dr. Dean Jobin Bevans, who will introduce the candidates for degrees and diplomas.
I would like to request that all the graduands please stand. Madam Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the academic requirements for degrees and diplomas and have complied with all other requisites of the University. Madam Chancellor, will you admit these graduands?
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit you as graduates of Lakehead University.
You may now take your seats. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Engineering, I have the honor to present the master's graduates from the faculty and to introduce Dr. Chandra Shahi, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Dr. David Barnett, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. We begin with the Master of Science in Engineering, Justin Dimitri. That concludes the Masters of Science. We continue now with the Master of Science in Engineering with Islam Abu Mahadi. Arana Bordado. Ligan. Matthew McDonald. Divya Malik. Shishmata Rajasikar. Akarshan Singh. Elliot Tony Phillips. Joa kun jai. Shanzong, concluding the Master of Science in Engineering. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the Master's graduates from the Faculty of Engineering. I have the honor to present the undergraduate graduates from the faculty. Dr. David Barnett will congratulate each graduate. Rim Adala. Jameson Adams. Albuaswan Abdullah. Johannes Egnihoshri. Butasan Almawi. Iab Al-Mas. Nislin Andani. Jeffrey Andrew Cotter, winner of the Dean Braun Medal for the Faculty of Engineering. Mahindra Anirodh. Slim Babe. Marcus Bautista. Clinton Baverstock. Connor Beck. Kane Benham. Ian Benoit. Emily Brooke. Ricky Kaluza. Hon Yin Cheng. Wing Yip Chu. Melissa Cochet. Stephen Cole. Thomas Collins. Alexander Colson. Matteo Krupi, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Software Engineering. Brandon Crispino.
Deus.
Jonathan Deus. Quaid Digweed. Eghor Manure Osa Hon. Stephen Jurek. Akram Al-Malafi.
Jonas Engen.
Jonas Engen. Eob Fasashatsion. Brett Francis. Nicholas Frayne, winner of the Dean Scholar Award for Electrical Engineering. Brad Gagnon. Samuel Gagnon. Hunter Galloway. Gregory Gamble. Cody Garno. Andrew Gemmel Brown. Matthew Gerard. Kyle Gibbons. Simerdeep Singh. Christopher Giverin. Thomas Gobe. Daniel Goodyear. Harry Goosens. Scott Hall. Hannah Henderson. Christopher Hill. James Huber. Evan Hughes. Andrew Hunt. Mahler Georges.
Encina.
Franklin Encina. Jackie Isaac. Alexandra Ivancic. Evan Jensen. Isaac Jones. Liam Kelly, who's the winner of the Dean Scholar Award for Chemical Engineering. Benjamin Kennedy. Joshua Kennedy. Iman Khan. Imzan Khan. Jordan Kiskala. Naomi Latimer. Matthew Lacey. LeBlanc. Jordan LeBlanc. Bradley Lewis.
Brian Hinman.
Brian Hinman Lee. Thomas McDonald. Alexander Madonia. Harvir Mangat. Jordan McGuire. Morgan McKay. Sean McLeod. Jackson Mercer. Jonathan Morrow. Michael Muya. Brett Nagy.
Nelly.
Frank Nelly. Patrick O'Hara. Lillian Okoye.
Wakil Olayiwola. Say Wakil is fine. Wakil Ola, that's good.
Olawala.
Sure.
Wakil Olaiwola. Allison Paris. Neil Parmer. Ankit Patel. Jalesh Patel. Misha Patel. Kian Pelaez. Jordan Perrier. Adrian Palmer. Michael Pontillo. Alexander Potter. Lane Puccalo. Dustin Reamer. Matthew Recalde. Eric Rich. Cody Roberts.
Robinson Priestley. Is it Priest or Priestley? Priestley. Yep.
Dustin Robinson Priestley. Jose Rodriguez Lopez. Christopher Rudnicki. Nicholas Adam Solomon.
Floaty.
Mike Shilotti, winner of the President's Award.
You got it?
Karan Veer Singh. Premjit Singh. Benjamin Smith. Mark Stapf. And Juan Stavro. Christopher Stefaniuk. Ryan Stokes. Robert Stubby. Christopher Sipos. John Tanahara. Eric Templeman. Vanessa Tam. Garrett Thompson. Kevin Tamusiak, who is the winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Civil Engineering. Hilton Toro. Olivia Tellock. Richard Twiss. Nicholas Vaillant. Anthony Valala. David Van Elswick. Nicole Visser. David White. Kira White. Jarrett Wilcox. Zachary Williamson. Marie Wood. That concludes our Bachelor of Engineering. We continue now with our Diploma in Engineering Technology, Danon De Silva. Nabil Salam. Nabil Salameh. Pralad Sandram. Concluding the Diploma in Engineering Technology. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of all the graduates from the Faculty of Engineering. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Law, I now have the honor to present the graduates from the faculty and to introduce Mr. Ross Murray, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Angelique Eaglewoman, Dean of the Bor-Alaskan Faculty of Law. Stephen Achetti. Arturo Orcosta. Nicholas Baxter. James Carpino. Christina Comacchio.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
Chelsea Cooper.
Go ahead, Leslie.
Leslie Dumel. Emily Delaney. Moira Dunk. Sarah Eddy. Erin Estock. Jacqueline Fitzpatrick, who is the winner of the Dean's Medal for the Boer-Alaskan Faculty of Law. Kelsey First. Dustin Fuller. Aronka Golfi. Michael Grimaldi. Miss Baul Haq. Diana Hebert. Evan Holt. Daniel Hughes. Min Jin. Gillian Keller. Ryan LeMay. Catherine Linton. Brent Love. Molly MacDonald. Connor McKay. Liam McNeely. Amir Mirza Smelly. Tanya Muthu Samil Pili. Tira Oman. Samantha Prescott. Catherine Remington. Theron Raintree. Rebecca Senior. Derek Silvestro. Amanda Sumick. David Spence. Carmen Stafford. Joshua Stevenson. Joshua Sheshki. Tyrone Talang. Emily Vershak. Michael von Keitz. Margaret Waddington. Danielle Wood. Brandon Wright. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Law. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Medicine, I have the honor to present the graduates from the faculty and to introduce Dr. Roger Strasser, Dean of the Faculty, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Dr. David Musson. Britt Bailey. Hooding will be done by Dr. Nidhi Hanu. Jasmine Balfour Bim. Hooding will be done by Dr. Teresa O'Driscoll. Adriana Bruni. Dani Camere. Jeremy Cole, who would be hooded by Victoria Holla. Daniel Dolson.
He's Decatola too.
Dr. Decatola, dead.
Serena Decatola, hooded by Dr. Decatola.
And Dr. Peter Bromberger.
Daphne Doble, hooded by Dr. Peter Braunberger. François Droiron. Berit Sophia Dool, hooded by Lauren Sinimaki. Shannon Emma Green, hooded by Dr. Kim Mayers. Mara Hollingsworth. Carolyn Hoy, hooded by Victoria Hola. Kaylee Amanda Justine Morrow, hooded by Victoria Hola. George McKay, hooded by Dr. Paul Watson. Cody McMillan. Lauren Elizabeth Minty, hooded by Dr. Teresa Driscoll.
Olivier.
Christopher Olivier. Owen Pritchard. Carl Rom, hooded by Victoria Hola. Megan Schenk, who will be hooded by Dr. Teresa O'Driscoll. Dwayne Orville Schufelt. Carolyn Stinson. Joelle Thorgrimson. Stacy Tkaczyk. Carolyn Trottier. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine.
Madam Chancellor, Andrea Tarsitano, Associate Vice Provost Enrollment and Registrar, will now receive the degrees and diplomas on behalf of all absent students who have graduated today. Congratulations. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Dr. Andrew Turner, who will lead the graduates of the Faculty of Medicine in the recitation of the physician's oath.
Thank you, Dr. Stevenson, Chancellor MacLeod, and Dean Strasser. So I now invite the graduates, medical graduates, to stand, as well as any physicians on stage who would care to join us in reciting the physician's oath. Repeat after me. At the time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity, I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my sisters and brothers. I will respect and value the lives of all people. I will not discriminate against any person in my medical decisions. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Even under threat, I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce Dr. Michel Beaulieu, the very proud president of the Lakehead University Alumni Association.
Chancellor MacLeod, President and Vice Chancellor Stevenson, members of the Platform Party, parents, guests of graduating students, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2017. It's truly an honor for me to be here today, this afternoon, to join you in celebrating what is your special day. I sat where you were a short 16 years ago, somewhere about there, I think, if I recall correctly, full of anticipation, excitement, and to be honest, just a little bit, or maybe if not a lot, of anxiety. Well, like you, I technically became an alumnus after my first 5 credits. I had no idea that I was part of a family. One that this year, with this class, is over 60,000 strong and living and working around the world. It is a privilege that on behalf of your fellow alumni and your newly discovered family, to congratulate you and officially welcome you. And what a family it is. Along with you today, we're also honoring and welcoming and congratulating Honorary Doctorate of Laws recipient and alumnus, Kevin Page. But what does it mean to be a Lakehead University alumnus? It means being part of a family that engages, celebrates, and shares within the communities that you will call home, and work through an expanding network of chapters, our alumni ambassadors, or wherever our Thunderwolves are in action. Whether it's the alumni scarf that I had the pleasure of giving each of you today, a convocation tradition established a number of years ago, our chapters, our alumni engagement program, or international engagement efforts, your association is constantly seeking to create a supportive alumni community. Wear your scarf with pride, stay in touch, and follow our association through our website, social media, and our newly branded magazine, Journey. Moving forward, your uniqueness will come from what you value, the path that you follow, and the decisions that you make. Always remember that you have exemplified the very best of Lakehead University, the often unconventional and always exceptional. And if I have one piece of advice, follow your passion, follow your dreams, and remember to quote Drake, sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. Once again, on behalf of your fellow 60,000 alum and your family around the world, congratulations for what you've accomplished. Enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck on your journey.
Madam Chancellor, well, today is a day of graduation and a day of transformation, but these graduates didn't get here by themselves. So first of all, I want to ask all the graduates to stand up, take a little stretch. And what I would like you to do is I want you to look at your friends and family in the audience, and I want you to give them a standing ovation for helping you get through this. Come on, I can't hear you, a little louder. Thank you very much. You may be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, thank you for the support of these graduates over the past few years. And I just want to say how grateful Lakehead University is that they have come here and that you have supported them. Madam Chancellor, that concludes my part in all this. Thank you.
And I hereby declare this convocation closed.